Welcome to Quiz Time. My name is Simon and I'll be your host. Sit back, relax, and get ready for the next 100 questions. Let's get started. A snail can sleep up to how many years? 2, 3, or 4? Three years is correct. Around how much does the average Thanksgiving turkey weigh? 10 pounds, 12 pounds, or 15 pounds? 15 pounds is correct. Which superhero is referenced in almost every episode of Seinfeld? Superman, Batman, or Spider-Man? Superman is correct. What is considered the happiest language in the world? English, Spanish, or Arabic? Spanish is correct. What is the longest running Broadway show of all time? Hamilton, West Side Story, or Phantom of the Opera? Phantom of the Opera is correct. How many labors did the Greek hero Hercules have to undertake? 10, 12, or 14? 12 labors is correct. If you ordered an omelette Arnold Bennett, what fish would you find in it? Haddock, cod, or halibut? Haddock is correct. Who did Forbes name the youngest self-made billionaire ever in 2019? Cristiano Ronaldo, Mark Zuckerberg, or Kylie Jenner? Kylie Jenner is correct. How many countries still have a royal family? 43, 54, or 62? 43 countries is correct. What two words were combined to make the word spam? Sliced ham, spiced ham, or speckled ham? Spiced ham is correct. What is Canada's national sport? Skiing, shooting, or ice hockey? Ice hockey is correct. What country covers 5 time zones but only operates in one? China, Russia, or United States? China is correct. What was the first food eaten in space? Applesauce, beef paste, or vanilla pudding? Beef paste is correct. How many heart chambers does a cockroach have? 9, 11, or 13? 13 is correct. Around how many people survived the sinking of the Titanic? 300, 500, or 700? Around 700 people. In the TV show The Big Bang Theory, where is Sheldon Cooper from? Georgia, Texas, or Alabama? Texas is correct. Which country has the most cities? India, China, or United States? United States is correct. In which sport are the terms stale fish and mule kick used? Snowboarding, surfing, or skateboarding? Snowboarding is correct. How long did it take to do Jim Carrey's makeup in the Grinch movies? 1.5 hours, 2.5 hours, or 3.5 hours? 2.5 hours. What is a baby kangaroo called? A joey, a billy, or a reggie? A joey is correct. What is the name given to a sudden heavy rainstorm in the United States? A curb soaker, a drip drencher, or a gully washer? A gully washer is correct. A conflict between your attitudes and your behavior is called a cognitive resonance, dissonance, or semblance. Cognitive dissonance is correct. Where would you find the world's smallest street? Ebenezer Place, Scotland, Switzerland, or San Marino? Scotland is correct. What is the official name for the gurgling sound from your stomach? Borborygmus, Perispikebagmus, or Arborigymus? Borborygmus is correct. Which part of your body contains a bone called the funny bone? Your belly, your armpit, or your elbow? Elbow is correct. What was bubble wrap originally designed to be used as? Wallpaper, insulation, or shower curtains? Wallpaper is correct. What animal is famous for sleeping while hanging upside down? Koalas, bats, or sloths? Bats is correct. On which continent would you find a quokka? Australia, Africa, or South America? Australia is correct. Humpty and Floss are two types of what? Electric scooters, dance moves, or cocktail drinks? Dance moves is correct. How many taste buds does an average human have? 1,000, 4,000, or 10,000? 10,000 taste buds is correct. What type of clouds are fluffy and look like cotton candy in the sky? Columbus, stratus, or nimbus? Cumulus is correct. The uvula is located in which part of the body? The brain, the mouth, or the stomach? The mouth is correct. Can you complete the popular saying, Netflix and chill, chips, or coffee? Netflix and chill is correct. Which US city is known as the Big Easy? Philadelphia, Atlanta, or New Orleans? New Orleans is correct. Someone from Sydney, Australia is sometimes called a what? A Sydney sider, a Sydney winder, or a Sydney rider? A Sydney cider is correct. What vegetable is also known as a courgette? A squash, eggplant, or zucchini? Zucchini is correct. What is the main ingredient in the traditional Japanese alcohol sake? Juniper, rice, or lotus seeds? Rice is correct. In which country did table tennis originate? England, United States, or Philippines? England is correct. Which birds were associated with delivering babies? Cranes, pelicans, or storks? Storks is correct. What do cows drink? Milk, water, or mud? Water is correct. What do you call a male bee that mates with the queen? A jack, a bumble, or a drone? A drone is correct. What do you call the tiny plastic piece at the end of a shoelace? A bite, an aglet, or a scarf? An aglet is correct. Which of these animals' poops is cube-shaped? A wombat, a koala, a echidna? A wombat is correct. A wombat is. What is the current world record for the most hot dogs eaten in 10 minutes? 69, 78, or 83? '83 is correct. Canis lupus is the scientific name for which animal? A wolf, a bear, or a tiger? A wolf is correct. In the game of chess, which piece can only move diagonally? Rook, bishop, or the queen? The bishop is correct. In what US state is Area 51 located? Nevada, Arizona, or New Mexico? Nevada is correct. What does the word loquacious mean? Fat, angry, or chatty? Chatty is correct. What do you call a baby goat? A kid, a bud, or a vowel? A kid is correct. What is the name of Sherlock Holmes' assistant? Hudson, Watson, or Benson? Watson is correct. A leaf bucket is a slang term for what food? Lettuce, broccoli, or cabbage? Lettuce is correct. Which organ in the human body can regrow itself? The stomach, liver, or kidney? The liver is correct. How many noses does a slug have? 2, 3, or 4? Four noses is correct. What do cats sometimes bring home to show their love for their owners? Used garbage, dead animals, or other cats? Dead animals is correct. 99% of cactus are native to which continent? Africa, Australia, or America? America is correct. Neeps is a Scottish slang term for which vegetable? Swedes, parsnips, or carrots? Swedes is correct. In modern slang, what would you be if you were ghosted, forgotten, ignored, or killed? Ignored is correct. The US Virgin Islands are located in which ocean? Indian, Atlantic, or Pacific? Who starred as Doc McCoy in the 1972 action movie The Getaway? Peter Fonda, Charlton Heston, or Steve McQueen? Steve McQueen is correct. Arachibutyrphobia is the fear of what? Hot beverages, peanut butter, or pavement cracks? The fear of peanut butter. Which country is known as the land of white elephants? Thailand, Sri Lanka, or Vietnam? Thailand is correct. What is the longest book in the Bible? Psalm, Jeremiah, or Genesis? Jeremiah is correct. In what year was Microsoft founded? 1975, 1979, or 1982? (1975) is correct. Who wrote the Game of Thrones series of books? J.R.R. Tolkien, George R.R. Martin, or Raymond E. Feast? George R.R. Martin is correct. Which one of the following was not a founding member of the Beatles? Paul McCartney, George Harrison, or Ringo Starr? Ringo Starr is correct. In what year did the final episode of the TV show Friends air? 2004, 2005, or 2006? 2004 is correct. What was the name of the mountain that Noah's Ark landed on in the Bible after the flood? Mount Zion, Mount Azarath, or Mount Sinai? Mount Azarath is correct. Which artist produced a series of dark paintings towards the end of his life known as the Black Paintings? Dali, Picasso, or Goya? Goya is correct. Which country is sometimes known as the 45-minute country? El Salvador, Guatemala, or Belize? El Salvador is correct. What was California called when it was owned by the Spanish? New Iberia, New Spain, or New Madrid? New Spain is correct. Mallard and ruddy are species of what bird? Duck, geese, or turkey? Mallard and duck is correct. Which US state is known as the Sooner State? Iowa, Oklahoma, or Kansas? Which Oklahoma is correct. Who was the first female commander of NASA's space shuttle? Sally Ride, Judith Resnick, or Eileen Collins? Eileen Collins is correct. Annie Wilkes is the name of the villain in which Stephen King novel? Carrie, Misery, or Needful Things? Misery is correct. What is made from chicle? Cotton candy, cinnamon, or chewing gum? Chewing gum is correct. What does Kevin Costner name his wolf in the movie Dances with Wolves? Two socks, full moon, or no bark? What does Who played the President of the United States in the 1997 movie Absolute Power? Clint Eastwood, Gene Hackman, or Harrison Ford? Gene Hackman is correct. What is the hardest rock on Earth? Dynamite, granite, or feldspar? Dynamite is correct. Which US state is known as the Antelope State? Wyoming, Kentucky, or Nebraska? Nebraska is correct. Who played the role of Oscar Schindler in the Oscar-winning movie Schindler's List? Liam Neeson, Ben Kingsley, or Ray Fiennes? Liam Neeson is correct. The comic strip Dennis the Menace first appeared during which decade? 1930s, 1940s, or 1950s? '1950s is correct. Which element on the periodic table is named after the inventor of dynamite? Nobelium, dysprosium, or lanthanum? Nobelium is correct. A toxopholite is a student or fan of what sport? Gymnastics, archery, or cycling? Archery is correct. N'Djamena is the capital of which country? Chad, Yemen, or Oman? Chad is correct. In what decade did the TV show 60 Minutes first premiere on TV? 1940s, 1950s, or 1960s? 1960s is correct. In which city was the first mobile phone created? Tokyo, Berlin, or New York? New York is correct. In what sport would you see King of the Hill title awarded? Cycling, wrestling, or rock climbing? Cycling is correct. Public figures Martin Luther King Jr. and Robert Kennedy were both assassinated in what year? 1966, 1967, or 1968? 1968 is correct. What was the tuxedo named after? A park, a penguin, or a pastry? A park is correct. The peacock throne referred to the monarchy of which country? Mexico, China, or India? India is correct. What type of instrument is a euphonium? Percussion, brass, or string? Brass is correct. The Council of Europe is located in which country? Netherlands, Belgium, or France? France is correct. Quinsy is the name for inflammation in which part of the body? The ear, the throat, or the foot? Throat is correct. Skopje is the capital of which European country? Macedonia, San Marino, or Moldova? Macedonia is correct. The bunyip is a mythical lake creature from which country? China, Australia, or Iceland? Australia is correct. Ray Davies was the lead singer with which iconic 60s band? The Kinks, The Who, The Zombies? The Ashley and Cooper Rivers are located in which US state? North Dakota, South Carolina, or West Virginia? South Carolina is correct. Who sang the 70s song Big Yellow Taxi? Carly Simon, Linda Ronstadt, or Johnny Mitchell? Johnny Mitchell is correct. Who played the devil in the 1997 movie The Devil's Advocate? Al Pacino, Gabriel Byrne, or Tim Curry? Al Pacino is correct. Quito is the capital of which South American country? Paraguay, Bolivia, or Ecuador? Capital of Ecuador is correct. Congratulations on finishing this quiz. Leave your score in the comments below, and as always, like and subscribe so we can see you next time for some fun on Quiz Time.